They slide the clipboard across the desk without looking at me and say, "Just sign at the bottom, sweetheart. We already filled it out." The pen is still warm from someone else's hand. I notice that before anything else. Blue ink smudged near the margin. Not my handwriting. I turn the clipboard slightly, trying to read, but the woman behind the desk is already standing up. Chair legs scrape. The sound tells me this part is done. I don't sign yet. The room smells like disinfectant and old carpet. There's a little paper cup of water pushed too far away for me to reach comfortably. I could ask them to move it closer, but I already know how that would sound. Like I'm slowing things down. "We are just making this easier for you," she says, still not sitting back down. "This way we can help manage everything." Manage. That's the word she uses. I ask what everything means. She pauses, then smiles the way people do when they are trying to be patient on purpose. Appointments. Meds. Transportation. Decisions like this. She taps the clipboard with one fingernail. Tap. Tap. Nothing you need to worry about. I've been worrying my whole life. I raised 2 kids, paid off a house, buried a husband, kept myself alive this long. Worrying is not something I forgot how to do. Across the room, my daughter is scrolling on her phone. She's standing, too. Everyone is standing except me. I notice that now. I'm the only one sitting, like I'm already parked somewhere. "Mom, it's standard," she says without looking up. "You don't need to read all that legal stuff." I tell her I'd like to anyway. She exhales. Just once. Not loud. But I hear it. The woman at the desk finally sits back down. Slowly. Like she's doing me a favor. It's just a form that lets us step in if needed. Temporary. Preventative. Preventative from what? I want to ask. From me? I start reading. The words are small. Dense. They talk about consent, authority, recommended actions. There's a section where my name is printed next to phrases like "no longer able" and "best interest." I stop there. I didn't agree to this, I say. My daughter looks up now. We talked about this. We did not. What we talked about was a ride to the clinic. Blood work. A follow-up. She never said anything about handing parts of my life over in advance, like pre-packed boxes. You said you were tired, my daughter says. You said it was getting hard. It is hard. That doesn't mean I'm done. The woman behind the desk leans forward, elbows on the table. She lowers her voice, like she's telling me a secret. This is actually very common at your age. There it is. My age. The thing sitting in the room with us, uninvited but clearly in charge. I'm still capable, I say. She nods too quickly. Oh, absolutely. For now. For now. I look back at the page. There's a signature line. My name printed again underneath, as if they already know how this ends. I feel something settle in my chest. Not panic. Not fear. Something heavier. Like when you realize a door has been locked quietly behind you, and no one felt the need to mention it. They keep talking. Words float over me. Safety. Streamlining. Less stress. I hear my daughter say, "We just want what's best." That phrase lands wrong. It always has. No one asks me what I want. Not directly. Not even out of politeness. I slide the clipboard back an inch. Just enough to create space between it and my hands. I need time, I say. The woman's smile tightens. These decisions are easier when we don't delay. My daughter steps closer. She puts her hand on the back of my chair. Not my shoulder. The chair. Like she's steadying furniture. "Mom," she says, and now her voice has that tone. The one she used when the kids were small and refused to put their shoes on. "You're making this harder than it needs to be." I look at her hand. Her ring catches the light. I bought that ring for her, years ago. I remember the weight of it in my palm before I wrapped it. Something inside me shifts then. Slowly. Quietly. This isn't about help. This is about efficiency. About moving me into a category where choices are inconvenient. They are not angry. That's the part that hurts the most. They are calm. Polite. Certain. They already decided who I am now. The woman pushes the pen a little closer. "We can come back to it later," she says. "But this would really make things smoother." Smoother for who? I pick up the pen. My fingers are steady. That surprises them, I think. It surprises me a little too. I don't sign. I place the pen back down, exactly where it was. "No," I say. The room goes quiet. Not dramatic quiet. Just a pause where no one quite knows what to do with me. My daughter's hand leaves the chair. The woman blinks. Once. Then she nods, already adjusting. "Okay. We'll note that." Note that. Like a behavior. They start talking about next steps. About scheduling. About what we'll do when. I listen. I smile when expected. I let them finish. But something has changed. I understand now how easily this can happen. How gently. How everyone can mean well and still erase you piece by piece. When we leave, my daughter walks a little ahead of me. She holds the door open without asking if I need it. I step through on my own. Later, tonight, I'll sit at my kitchen table and replay the moment they slid that clipboard toward me. The confidence in their hands. The assumption in their voices. I won't cry. I'll just sit there, aware, feeling the weight of what almost happened, and what will try to happen again. And I'll remember this feeling. Because once you see how quietly control can be taken, you don't ever mistake it for care again.